the bottom line is that the environment for startups, the financial environment is very challenging. And even when it's not challenging, bringing a vehicle to market is a very tough endeavor, regardless. So this is a very high risk investment proposition in Aptera. Now we all want them to succeed, and I think they will, because every time I interact with the team at Aptera, I always leave very impressed. Everyone from the CEO to the CMO to the other public relations people and the engineers, they all seem very smart, very capable. And I think what's funny is I read all your comments and I find them very interesting. So thanks for all the comments. I really do learn a lot from the comments, and you guys think about things that I hadn't thought about. So keep the comments coming. But I do notice that there is a lot of armchair quarterbacking going on in the comments, which is fine. Everyone loves to be an armchair quarterback, and it's a fun thing to do. But what I find funny is the idea that we are people that are just fans of this thing, or some of us are haters of the thing, and we believe that we would do a better job than people for which it is their full-time job to shepherd this thing. It's just like all the people who feel like they could do a better job of being an NFL quarterback than actual NFL quarterbacks, which I think is a fun delusion to have, but it's probably not true. Because whenever I bring up things that I've thought about and that you guys have thought about in the comments, I realize, yeah, they've thought about it. They've thought about it, and there are reasons that they're not doing it. Cost reasons, supply chain reasons, other reasons. Now, there are a few times that they didn't consider what people wanted, just like the DC fast charging, and they quickly changed gears on that. And they're people, they're gonna make mistakes. So it's not like they're infallible, but overall, I feel like they're very smart, capable people running the company, and they are doing the best job they can. And I believe that it's a team that's going to be able to bring it to market and make it successful. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is there are a few people in the comments that aren't just here to give alternative viewpoints. They just want to rant. And I like a bit of healthy skepticism. I'm a little bit of a skeptic myself and a contrarian. So I appreciate that. But some people just come on the comments and they just repeat the same thing, like Aptera is a scam, all the people at Aptera are liars, they don't know what the hell they're doing, this whole thing is a lie. I mean, sure, come on the comments. There's some people, I noticed they come on the comments, they've watched the video or two, they've come to the conclusion that it's a terrible idea or the company's going to fail. They say so and they leave. I respect that. They've evaluated it for themselves and they decided that they think it's a non-viable thing and they leave. What I don't understand is people that stick around and watch every single video and comment on every video saying the exact same thing over and over again. What purpose does that serve? I think everyone already knows what those people's viewpoints are, and just repeating it over and over again just ruins the vibe. And obviously, this is a community of fans of the company and of the vehicle. And so, if you're just here to rain on people's parade by repeating the same thing, that's just pointless. And I'm probably going to block you at some point. But if you're here to give viewpoints and say, hey, I don't think this is going to work for this reason, and you come up with different material every time, stuff for me and other people to think about, yes, I welcome those comments, and those are fine. But if people are here just to be basically a wet blanket on everything, and just repeat the same thing, just come up with some new material. If you don't come up with new material, then there's no point in having you repeat the same thing over and over again. Or I guess alternatively, you could start your own YouTube channel and rant about the same thing over and over again. So if you have new things to say, then please stay on, and I like to hear contrarian viewpoints. But if you want to just say the same thing and talk about how terrible it is, then either start your own YouTube channel or go find a YouTube channel that talks about that, and there's your community right there. I'd rather be with a community of people that are trying to build something up rather than destroy it, basically.
And talking about community, I wanted to take this time to thank all the supporting members of this channel. I only started this about a year and a half ago because a couple of people in the comments said that I should set up some kind of Patreon or membership for people that wanted to support the work that we're doing here. And I set it up. I didn't think too many people would join. And I'm actually astonished that 124 of you guys have decided that it's worth supporting what we're doing here. And I really appreciate that. Not because I need the money. I actually have a day job, and this is just a really fun hobby that I've been having. But it does make me feel like the stuff that we're doing is valued. So I do appreciate all the support. And these are the most recent members. Jay, CJ, Michael, Douglas, and Roger joined in the past month. And then, these are there's people that have been with us for 18 months. All these guys, Paul, Ree, Harry, Orca, Dan, Paul, Tom, Jaron, Joshua, Enoch. All these guys have been with us for a year and a half or more. And it's a little overwhelming, actually. So thank you so much, everyone. The other thing that I want to talk about is I hadn't plugged the Discord channel, but there's a Discord channel. And you guys should join us if you'd like to hang out and talk about Aptera and other things. Some people are really into space stuff and other things. There's a lot of really smart people on the channel, and we have a good time hanging out and discussing things related to Aptera and some things not related to Aptera. If you want to know where to find this, you just go to the description of any of our videos, and you see at the bottom it says join our Discord server, and you click here and it gets you into there. And also, I want to say that I'm kind of switching over to Buy Me a Coffee. And the reason for that is I recently discovered, someone mentioned to me that one of the EV networks was talking about how YouTube was kind of gouging them on fees. So I kind of looked into what kind of fees YouTube was charging. And they take 30% of the revenue, and that's after transaction fees and taxes are taken out. So they take over 30% of the membership fees, which seem kind of high. And I noticed some people use this Buy Me a Coffee site, and their fees are much more reasonable. They charge 5% transaction fee plus like the 2-3% that the credit card charges. So they take about 8%, and then the creator gets about 92%, which is a much better spread than 30%, 70%. So if you guys that are currently members want to, you can switch over, and the link is right here, and it leads you to this page, and 21 of you guys have already switched over. But it's up to you, whatever you guys want to do. Again, I'm only doing this because people felt like they wanted to support it, and I'm actually very surprised at the number of people that want to support it, but very grateful for it, and I appreciate the sentiment very much. But so instead of feeding our money to YouTube, I thought that this Buy Me a Coffee site had a much more reasonable fee structure. So that's another option if people want to. This also, there's a membership, and then if you just happen to want to throw in random coffee here and there, you can also do that. It's a much easier site to use, I believe. Okay, so anyways, everyone join the Discord channel. A lot of fun. We have a good time. There's a special supporting members only room for there, and if you join and you don't get that that role in Discord, let me know and I will assign you that role. If you go through Buy Me a Coffee, it's supposed to automatically give you that role. So we'll see if that actually happens. This was much easier to set up than Patreon, so I went with them. Obviously, the easiest thing to set up was the memberships on YouTube, which is why I did it initially. But then I didn't realize that the fee structure was the way it was. Okay, so thanks for listening to my rant today. Have a great day, everyone. Really appreciate the support that everyone's given here on the page and the community that we're building. And yeah, come hang out with us on Discord. We have a good time there. Thanks for watching, guys, and have a great day.